it is not too late to take advantage of the great Advent gift calendars out there. These are boxes with gifts in them, especially beauty and wine, which is of particular interest here to the Noon team. And you might even be able to find a deal as some retailers have cut prices now that December has begun. So we'll be talking specifically about some of the best beauty advent calendars, what you get, etc. I'm Jennifer House, editorial director of Noon, and I'm delighted to be here with Deborah Waters. Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
Hi. So Deborah is a writer and an editorial contributor to Noon. She deals with a lot of membership stuff, so many of you may have had dealings with her, and she knows a lot about advent calendar boxes. So, first of all, Debs, you were just telling me that you bought your one in September because you're kind of mad about them, and you've been mad about them since I've known you.
Yeah, basically for me, when you become an adult, Christmas tends to be all about the kids or family. And, most women do so much work around Christmas, don't they?
Mhm.
But so to me, the advent calendar, a little treat you give yourself every day as a little sort of well done, pat on the back. You've organized Christmas for everyone, you've organized the logistics, the food, the gifts. So, if you're going to get a little hand cream or some nice perfume every day, then you've earned it. That's the way I see it.
That sounds good. And so tell me what you have bought, which one that you got this year.
So I always do my research and try a different one every year. But I do it within budget restraints. So obviously you get the really expensive ones, which are 150 plus, like Liberty, and Space NK, and they're fantastic. But I go more for a mid-price range between like 90 and 120 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I chose the Look Fantastic box because they do a really good box. They do a really good box every year. They have a real range of different brands, so you feel like you're able to try new brands and I use everything throughout the year. I generally find I have a use for everything that's in that box. So they really do last all year. In fact, I've still got items from my last year's box that I'm still using, and I've got to know new brands as well. So they're really helpful in that respect. Also, if you're worried about saying, well, I can't really justify spending, I think the Look Fantastic box is £105.
Mhm.
You can actually do something like Klarna where you pay it off every month in the lead up. But I actually bought mine in September this year. I got one step ahead. And last year I actually bought myself two, but I didn't tell my family because I felt quite ashamed. I kept it to myself and hid one under the bed. And that was an M&S, which are also great. They're a really good mid-price box.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I like that idea of it being a way to treat yourself. And also, when you, so I've got one here.
Yeah.
So, first of all, this is a Ted Baker one.
Oh, lovely.
You can see, sorry, the blur is doing it a little. Let me turn off my blur. So you can see that it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
The metal box, and then,
Oh, it's a metal box. That's great.
yeah, yeah, the metal box bit is really
You can
nice.
reuse it.
Yeah, exactly. To store probably cosmetics in, let's be frank. And then
Mm.
here's the all the little doors and everything.
Oh, it's lovely.
And I was saving this for the discussion, so I know it's the third. But
Oh, open it up.
so there's
What
the
I
third
got
one.
today,
Yeah.
hand cream.
Oh yeah, L'Occitane.
Yeah, love it.
So rich and so beautiful.
Yeah, and that I don't know how much this would retail for. I think probably you're talking 10, 15 quid. So, um, the Look Fantastic box is meant to be worth over 300, like something like 350. So
Yeah.
you do get value for money.
Yeah. So there's the little, you open that, you see that.
Yeah.
Um, and then we have the actual little gifty thing. Ooh, it's a glowing face mask.
Oh God, I love a face mask.
Yes.
And you probably wouldn't buy that for yourself, would you? So it does feel like a proper
Hmm.
treat.
Well, and this is quite nice, because you can try different ones. And as you said, but so for example, this one has glycolic acid. And as we get older, that's the kind of thing we need to
Yeah.
get more peels and encourage kind of cell turnover to kind of keep that brightness in our face. Otherwise, we get more
Yeah,
length.
it is worth thinking about your age when you buy them because I got an ASOS box once, and even though it was great, it was definitely more aimed at younger women and teenagers.
Mhm.
So it is definitely worth, if you're looking one that is a skincare one, it's definitely worth taking into consideration the brand and whether it fits your demographic.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so for this one, this was one,
Yeah,
two. So you can start off start off December really with the good face. This was a
glowing.
hydrating mask. So this is first a slight peel, then a hydrating, and then
Great. Well, after all the Christmas parties, a mask will be just the thing you need.
yeah, and then this is a peony and camellia body spray. That's for
That,
today's.
that sounds lovely.
And I have to say, I do think that's very pretty.
Mm.
Unlike you, I'm not averse to regifting.
No, me neither. No, I believe in regifting.
And that's the kind of thing that I think my daughter in particular might like. She likes a scent, but she something lighter than a perfume or a cologne. So there are lots of great ones out there. You can use all this stuff yourself. When you get the items out, do you use them immediately or do you space them out?
I tend to space them out, and even the small travel sizes will last you a while. So, yes, on the first day I got some Elemis skin cream, which is a travel size, but will still last probably getting on for a month. You don't need much, do you? But
Mhm.
yesterday I got a botanical repair a leave-in hair mask, which was a full size, and that will probably last me 6 months.
Mhm.
So, I just mix and match really. I use it, I'll have a sniff, see if I like the smell, or if I go, I know that's not my style. If it's a perfume, for example, which is maybe quite sweet that I know is not my style,
Okay.
I would be happy to re-gift that or give that away to a friend.
Mhm. And another one that I really like are
Yeah.
wine advent calendars. And there are lots of good ones of those out there too. I don't know. I think you and I went to a Christmas show a couple of years ago and we came across Laithwaite's do a quite nice one.
Yeah.
You can often find cocktail ones.
The cocktail ones are great. I think for me personally, it'd be a bit too tempting to be given a cocktail and a glass of wine every day. So I think they're great, but personally, I think that would necessarily contribute to my Christmas drinking, unless you've got the willpower to hold on to them.
Mhm.
But I did get sent a Bon Maman one.
Oh, show me.
So this is Bon Maman, and it is jams and spreads. And
Oh,
I'm
hey,
not,
show us what the inside looks like.
so the inside, so I've already opened it, you can see.
Yeah, and are those kind of
It's
mini?
a lovely design, and this is only about 25 quid to buy. And they're little sizes that you get in continental breakfasts in hotels.
Yeah,
But
lovely.
they cover about four slices of toast, but they're great. So far, we've had a hazelnut spread, which is basically a Nutella type of spread, which my teenage son is loves. There's
Mhm.
marmalade. There's some quite unusual flavors in there, like cherry with violet leaf
Mhm.
and plum and pear with star anise. So this is great for like an older generation, or
Mhm.
if you're partial to sort of sweets, that's a great one.
Mhm.
And then my husband is a is a puzzler. Well, we're both puzzlers, but And I got him this. This is an advent calendar
Hold it up a
where
little bit.
you get 24 boxes and you do a bit of a puzzle every day. And at the end, it fits into a 1,000-word puzzle.
Oh my
And
goodness.
this is a great gift for people who like puzzles.
Where did you get that? Who's the maker
That's just
of it?
I found this on Amazon. So you get these boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you part of the puzzle and it all fits together at the end. And again, really lovely and different if you don't want to go down the beauty route. There are so many different types now. It's not just about the beauty.
Mm-hmm. So what makes a great box?
I think value for money.
Hmm.
definitely.
Whatever level that's at, right? Whether you're wanting, if you want something luxurious, you
Yeah,
spend a lot, but then you can get a lot. There can be
yeah. So
great
it's all
value.
relative. Absolutely. I think value for money, I think ones that don't use too much plastic packaging. So I've really noticed over the last few years how much they've changed now, and that it's all basically card like the Look Fantastic box is all cardboard now, and then inside it's all like paper. I think if I had one that had loads of plastic, I'd be a bit like, really? You should know, you should
Yeah,
know better by now.
right. It might actually kind of dampen your enjoyment of it a little.
Yeah, because they are they are a luxury item, advent calendars. When you throw this big box away, it can feel a little bit wasteful. Though I actually sometimes keep the boxes that are inside and use them for future gifts, so I can wrap the gifts up in those. So
Hmm.
there are ways to repurpose the packaging.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, but so is it just the flip side of what makes a disappointing one? Too much packaging, not good value.
Yeah, but the great thing is
Okay.
now, when you do your research, it always tells you what the value is of the box, and it usually tells you what's in there. And even though that spoils the surprise a bit, it also makes you think, oh, well, actually, that's got loads of perfume in that I know I won't use, or that's got loads of sort of skincare that isn't suitable for my skin, though they're generally pretty general, so they're suitable for most skin types. And then I tend to forget what's in there. I just have a quick glance, think, oh, that's good for me. Have I ever been disappointed by one? No, but that's because I've done my research. So it's quite hard to now to get something wrong because it does tell you what's in there.
Right. I mean, they
And
have become a huge business, and
oh,
uh,
it's become big business, really big business. Yeah.
yeah, and they're and I mean, it's great to hear too that, you know, I think the beauty ones, especially for me too, I don't love shopping around for beauty stuff. There are a few beauty companies, a few beauty products I really love, so it's a nice
Yeah.
way to kind of branch out and try stuff.
Mm.
But then
Yeah,
to
it's a great way to find new products. I have found so many new products by going through the advent calendar route and going, this is really great for my skin. And
Mhm.
that's how I discovered like Drunk Elephant, and how I realized I always thought I was a bit allergic to Clinique products, but I think I'd just been unlucky with one product because I've found since that I'm not, and that Clinique is great. So for my skin. So they're a great way to do that. And they are just a little treat every day. It's just a really nice thing to do for yourself.
Mhm. Have there been any over the years that you've particularly loved?
I would, all the
Or
ones I've had
some
have been
dream
brilliant.
ones?
The ones I've had the most are the Look Fantastic and the M&S ones, and they've both always been great value. With M&S, I think they still do it now. I think they do this year that if you spend, I think it's about 35 quid in the store or online, you get a massive discount on the
Mhm.
box. So, but I will look at the bigger ones, the Liberty and the Space NK and the John Lewis, and pine for them, but I can't personally. I'm a writer. I can't justify the expense.
Yes,
You
although
get what you pay for.
yeah, you do. And it's interesting. I used to have a quite cynical view of when they say worth, et cetera, you know, however much. But in fact, it feels like as time has gone on, you actually, it is worth what they say. I mean, I know these companies, they're not false advertising,
No,
but
I mean, it's a bit, it is worth that. But what it does enable you to do is try more expensive products that you would be maybe wary of spending 80 quid on a skin cream. But
Mhm.
then you get to try it in the advent calendar and you go, oh, this is amazing. I can now justify spending that money. So
Yes.
it's good in that respect. Yeah.
All right. So sounds like Deb's tips are do your research.
Do your research. Yeah,
Um,
treat yourself.
treat yourself.
And also have a look at the little food ones as well. So, for example, Bird and Blend, which are a tea company, they do a fantastic box.
Mhm.
And you get to try a different type of tea every day. For years, I got my son like little Lego ones where he had to build a Lego scene, but he just wants chocolate now. He's a teenager. He needs it for energy, apparently. And to justify the expense, I would say, okay, this is part of your Christmas presents, you know.
Yeah, I mean that is nice and actually something somebody wants, your son wants, but it's a little treat every day, which kind of spreads out the Christmas joy.
Yeah, and also go for variety, you know. Some are like mainly just perfume, and I found that it's
I'm
just
sorry about that.
uh, lots of different flavors, but different perfume every day. Sorry, different aromas. But I find that a bit samey. I would always go for something that gives me lots of different options for skincare. The great thing about Look Fantastic, you get perfume, you get things like makeup brushes, you get face masks, you get stuff for hair, you get stuff for skin, you get makeup. So look for variety if that's something that appeals to you. Mm.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good tip. And as you say, you can get it at all different levels of price points.
Yes. And if you can wait and you're not like some sell out very quickly, but they've become so popular now. I've noticed that this year ones that have sold out in the past haven't because they're obviously the companies have got wise to the fact that they're big sellers and so they're obviously making more. So if you can hold on to like now, as we're talking about it now on the 3rd,
Hmm.
you will get a really good discount.
Yeah.
And in fact, I might go and buy a discounted one this week as well.
I mean, yeah, so I've been looking and you can get some, 10 pounds off, 15 pounds off. And of course, as the month goes along, or
Yeah,
you,
because then you can use all the products
yeah.
going for if it's not about the little experience of being a child again and opening up a little box,
Mhm.
then you can actually get yourself a load of great skincare options or for, 2/3 the price or even half the price if it's getting closer to Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Debs, thank you so much for
Pleasure. I
your
talk
knowledge.
about more, Dave. I'm so tempted to open another
I know.
open another day. It's a very good exercise in delayed gratification, even for a 50-year-old.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
And looking forward to hearing more about your beauty picks and finds here at Nick.
Yeah, I will be looking for, I've actually got some ideas about that. So
Okay.
I'll be talking about that soon.
Excellent. And until then, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, my love. Bye.
Bye.